being, I guess, combative or whatever. At any rate, to make a long story short, we do this. Hulk Hogan finally says, let's do a demonstration or something, you know. Oh, but just let me digress for a second. Before that, I had Mr. T on alone, and Mr. T comes out and he says, all the men in New York are wimps. I said, excuse me? All the men in New York are wimps? Yeah, I was in Central Park today. I beat up 3 muggers. Yeah, okay. And then I used a word that he didn't, I used the word exclaim, or some word he said, I don't know that word. You know, I said, I don't know that word either, but from the street, and I learned it. And the audience went, whoa, you know, and he started pumping the thing, you know, more, and smoke started coming out of his ears. He started, you know, he started channeling Farrakhan. So I went to a commercial. And then Hogan comes out. So there's, you know, there's this tension on the set. And Hogan comes out and says, I hear what you said to my man, Mr. T. You've been giving him a hard time, just yelling at me. So finally we get out on the floor. I figured this will cool him off, do a little demonstration.
Okay. Now, the first thing you need to know about amateur wrestling or professional wrestling are submission holds. You just tell me, brother, when you want him to quit squealing, okay?
All right.
It's called a front chin lock. How about it, T?
Keep him like that for a little while.
He made me unconscious in his arm. And then he let me go. He let me drop to the floor. And I was unconscious, went to the floor, hit the back of my head, blood gushing out. And I had a dream. I was only out for 11 seconds. I had a dream for those 11 seconds. I dreamt I was late for the show, for Hot Properties. And I was really worried. And then I woke up and I see this huge, giant, orange, bleached mustache dripping. It's Hulk Hogan. You ever see that face on Mars? You know, that it looks like this huge icon. And he helps me up, and blood's pouring out of the back of my head. And for some reason I said, and now, we'll be right back after this word from you-know-who. We'll be right back. My doctor said, how did you do that? You were in shock. You're losing blood. So I guess show business literally was in my blood. It was on my jacket. It was on the studio floor. And so then what happened after that was I that night I was in the hospital. And I said, well, maybe I'm going to see if this is on the news, you know, just out of curiosity. Channel 2, Richard Belzer, boom. Channel 4, boom. Let's run it backwards, slow motion. Channel 5, Channel 7. Everything was like, I got 10 more stitches watching the damn thing. And then that night I had a dream. I had another dream. Yeah, this one was 12 seconds. No, I had another dream that night that my first show back would be, down there, because my head was all split open. I thought I'd have, like, brain damage. And anyway, we sued him. He settled out of court just before we were going to go to court. And now I have a lovely home in France called the Hulk Hogan Arms.
So it's a significant settlement?
It's all gone, but it was significant.